Hello, I'm Bonjour, mon ami. Hey guys, welcome back to another SolidWorks video. In today's video, we want to be creating this drawing that is playing right now on your screen. So this is what we're going to be creating. It is called a bracket drawing arm. I also think they also call it a bracket arm drawing. I don't really know, but this is what we're going to be creating today. So let me just play this one last time so you can see it very well. Wow. Wow, this is actually a real life object because it has a name, a bracket drawing arm. You can search it up and see what it's used for, but that's not what we're going to be doing today. So in the dimensions they gave for it were incomplete. So I just drew it, then created a drawing that has all the dimensions. So yeah, this is it on the left hand side. So in order for me to explain this, the tools, we're not going to be using extrude here at all. We're not going to be using extrude here at all. And the reason for that is because they gave us this flattening drawing. So as usual, they gave us our front view, our side view, and our top view. But now they also gave us our isometric again also, normal, right? But now what do you now call this other drawing here? We call this the flattening pattern or the flattening drawing. And when you see a flattening drawing, there's a tool that should come to your mind first of all. That tool is called the sheet metal. Sheet metal is like a collection of tools that are used to achieve a normal solid object. The reason why I'm saying you should use sheet metal is because with sheet metal, it makes it more easier. Yeah. So with sheet metal, after you have done the whole 3D drawing, you can then flatten it out like this. So this isometric now is this flattened diagram, but this is open and it is spread out. So imagine it like a closed book, like your book is closed. What if I want to flatten the book out? I have to open the book, then put one side here, put the other side here. You get? Or let me use a different example. Imagine what was I say? Oh, yeah, imagine your Indomie carton, for instance. Your Indomie carton. So imagine that Indomie carton itself is the isometric, the 3D. But now, for us to create the flattening diagram or the flat pattern, we have to scatter it out. Like they glue the carton together to form that box. So we have to unwrap that box so that we can see all the faces. So we flatten it out. You flatten it out. Yeah, so that is what a flat pattern is. So as usual, they give us our front view, side view, and top view. And this arrangement is in what? First angle projection. So let's get to drawing. So in our SolidWorks, we'll click on parts to set up a 3D drawing. And we've started a 3D drawing. So I'll just click in center to remove that stuff on the right side. And since we're dealing with sheet metal, we must always start. The drawing you majorly start with is the top view. It depends. I said it depends. The reason why I want to start from the top view and not the front view today is because we want to start by creating the base of these plates. So let me bring out a marker to show you. I want to first start by creating the base of this plate. And the front view really shows us how the base will look like. These are the front view describe how the base will look like. It looks like this rectangular box with a bunch of dimensions with it. And there should also be a circle coming out here, another circle coming out here. And I think I saw something I forgot. In the original drawing, it's me that created this drawing you're seeing here. So there was meant to be a hole here. As you can see in the video, there's a hole down there. I not see the hole, this hole. Yeah, so I forgot to add that. But don't worry, we'll be doing that in this video. So let's start creating. So I said I was going to start with the top view. So I'll just I'll go to sketch, click on sketch. Yeah, it already aligned my top view for me. You can just click on sketch and select the top plane because that's where you want to start from. So first start by creating the top view. So let's start that. So yeah, I want to start like this from the origin to this place. You can do it anyhow. Then we'll start dimensioning. So here to here is what is 5 point. I forgot. The units today we're going to be using is in inches. It's in inches. Why did I say it's in inches? Because if we check the smallest unit that is here, the smallest unit that is actually in this diagram is the smallest unit in this diagram is actually 0.075. That's the thickness of this whole solid object. So let me show you that. Let me see, BA. This is not it. B dot. Yeah, this is it. So see the smallest thickness. The smallest unit here is 0.075. And that is too small for millimeters. That is even too small for centimeters. And that is too small for any other units apart from inches. So apart from inches and meter, but people don't usually use meter, it's mostly in inches, so we'll set it to inches. So that's a way you can identify the units that you're meant to use. So yeah, so I'll just start dimensioning. So they said here is 5 point what? 5 point, let's go to our dimension, the one with this thing. So 5.63, click enter, dimension the height. The height of it is 0.62. 0.62. So that's the height. And we need to start adding those circles. So you can't really see the circles that are coming out like this. So we have to be, so in this video, we'll just be switching between the drawings. We'll just be switching between the drawings. So this is the one I created because if you check, the dimensions here are not enough. So I had to create a whole new drawing sheet with all the dimensions. So, but sometimes I'll be, so in this video, I'll just be switching in between the two because I need some details and I want you to see it clearly. So as you can see, we need to draw these circles. So let's do that. So there's nothing new I'm explaining here. We haven't really gotten to the part where we use the sheet metal. So I've drawn the circle and I'll dimension it. It has a radius of what? See, they didn't even give us a radius here. So I have to go to my own and check it out. The radius, I didn't even write the radius, but if I should remember, the radius is 1.000. So it's 1. And the distance from the circle to the outer edge is 1.19. So let's do that. So from the center of the circle to this edge is 1.19. So you click enter there. And I think we're done. It's just to do the other circle. Yeah, just do the other circle. So in order to do that very quickly, I'll just mirror it to the other side. Instead of creating it again and dimensioning it, you can just use mirror entities to copy and paste it. So I will put my construction line or center line in the middle, which is going to act as, it's not straight. So let me draw another one. So I'll put it in the middle, which is going to act as my mirror. It doesn't need to be too long. I just have to pass through the whole drawing. Then I'll use mirror entities, remove this line from here, then click on this circle because that's the entity I want to mirror. Then I want to mirror it about this line. So right now I've already selected the line. So that's it showing there. So I'll just click on the green check mark and voila, we've duplicated it. So now we can then delete this construction line. So now what's remaining for us to do now is to now make it look like this. So we use trim entities to remove the line that is here and the arc that is here, the arc that is here. So let's just do that. These basic tools. So trim entities. Okay, trim entities. I like using trim to closest. So I'll just select it, select this, delete this. I didn't delete it. Okay, that is the dimension. Then I'll delete this, and delete this one too, and accept it. And we can then exit here to see the final results. So yeah, this is how it looks like. So right now we have to get to the extruding part. And if you remember from the video, I said we're not going to use any extrude at all. So we're going to be using all sheet metals. So we'll go to sheet metal. I want to click on this base flange tab. If you watch the previous video, the one before this, like the one that came before the one that came before this video, you just see it. So you just click base / flange / this base flange / tab to extrude it. You need to use this one, not extrude. There's a reason why you need to do that, because if you not use this base to start off the bottom part, you won't be able to flatten your drawing out. So that's why you must use it. So it's telling us to select the sketch or the plane we drawn. So I'll just double click on any of the lines there. And here you can already see it. It's extruding the body. The extrusion is very small, as you can see on the left hand side. It's very, very small. So let us go and check the thickness of the extrude. So the thickness of the the thickness of this brackets throwing arm is 0.075. As you can see, that is how thick it is all through the whole body. That's how thick it is. Even on that too. The side view is already showing us that it's the same. So that's what we'll put. Or if you don't believe me, see it here. They even wrote it down here. That the thickness of the base is what? From here up here to here is 0.075. So yeah. So we'll just write that here. 0.075 and click OK. Now we can see it changed. So I'll just click on the green check mark, and now they have created the base. So now what's not remaining for us now is to create the walls or the edges. Or should I say edge? We need to create these circular parts, like the walls that are beside the base. What do I mean by wall, you may ask? This is one of the walls. Let me draw it for you. This is the base right here inside. And this stuff that are standing are the walls. There's one on the left and there's one on the right. So that's what we want to do now. See the walls I'm talking about, the walls or the edge, anyone, or these pillars, whatever you want to call it. Like the stuff that are on the side. That's what we want to create. So let us do that now. So we'll look at so to do that, we'll use something called the Edge Flange. The Edge Flange. So I'll click on it. Then you want to start it one after the other. You don't want to do everything at once. So to do the Edge Flange, you cannot select the curve part. If I select the curve, you can actually. You can. Wow. So, but I'm not selecting the curve part. Why? Because if you go back to our diagram, there's a hole here. And the curve part we not put an edge there. I don't know how to explain it, but see the 3D diagram. We want to bring it up like this and leave a hole here. So that's what we want to do now. So in order to do that, we'll divide it like this. We'll divide all the edges. We'll extrude this one up, then extrude this like this. This one will stay on its own like that. Then we'll also extrude this one up. Then we'll fill this space that is here. Then we'll cut this place, then fill this space that is here, leaving only this hole under here and this hole. So let me just do it so that you see it. So I'll just click on Edge Flange. Then I'll first start by extruding out this edge first. So once you click on the edge, you just drag your mouse up, then click anywhere there, because that's how you want it to be. So I've done the first edge. The reason why I'm calling it edge because that's what it's really called. I've done the first edge flange. So we'll just set it up here. So we don't want it to come outside. We want it to go in. So we'll use the center one. Where's the center? Okay, I thought this was a different tool. So we use the inside, not center. We use the inside one. What's the difference? We see the difference. Let me show you the difference. So I'll just turn it to the back. Yeah. So we'll zoom into this. So we'll zoom in and see. So this is what we're extruding currently. And if we should use a different one, it will come out. But no, we don't want it to come out. We want it to go inside. We want it to bend it from the inside up, not like add extra width outside. We want it to bend from the inside up. So we use the inside one. If you leave your mouse on it, if you hover over it, you see material inside. This one is what? Material outside. This one is what? Bend outside. This one is what? Bend virtual sharp. This one is tangent bend. But we want the inside one. That's basically it. We want the inside one. And we want to measure it we want to use this measurement origin. Why? I can't really explain, but this is the one you likely use the most. So now we're already done. We're not done yet. We need to so we need to get the height of this. We need to get the height. Yes, the height. So the height of that is, let's go. So for the side view already shows us the height. The height is 4.375. So we'll just type that 4.375 here. 4.375 and click on enter. Wow. I cleared it. 4.375. Click on enter, click outside, then press F. And wow, that is even too massive. Is it 4.3? Wow, that is actually too high. Why is it too high? I sure it's 4.375. It's actually 4.375, but that is too high. What? Oh, it's not even, it's not too high. It's not too high. It was just me looking at, it's not too high. As far as the dimension is what we are getting in this thing is not too high. It's 4.375, right? So let me reload and see it. It's 4.375. So let's just continue. So we'll just click on the green check mark. We've already set everything up. So just click on the green check mark. And yeah, want to do for this other edge, and turn to the back to for the other one. So you can click all of them at once and do all of them at once. I think that won't be best. So let's just do it like that. So I'll click this edge and click this one and rotate to the other side. Then I'll to click this other edge with this one and this one. And we want to dimension their heights to be 4.375. Then we'll scroll down, make sure it's in the material outside, and yeah, everything is correct. So we'll just accept it. It's telling us rebuild error. Now, if it's showing you this rebuild error, this is the why I said you should be doing it one after the other. So let's just cancel it and start it one at a time. So we'll click on this one and drag our mouse, click here, set it to 4.375. Make sure it's in material outside, then just click on the green check mark. Okay. Now I noticed something. If you look at the top view, the circle is actually meant to be curved, not sharp like this, according to the drawing. If you look, the top view shows us that the circle is curved and not like this. Like this sharp line that is here is not meant to be there. So that means we're meant to use material outside. This is why you must always be checking. So we're not going to start again. All we'll just do is that we'll just click on the edge flanges here that we created and edit feature to edit it again. Then we'll then scroll down and select the material outside. And yeah, then click on it. It's still looking a bit nifty. Let me see. So let me try a different one. You just keep trying and playing around till you get the right one. I think it should be this one. Yeah, it's this one. It's not even material outside or inside. It's this second one. So let's do it for this one. See what I'm saying here? If you look at it from the top view, see now, there's a hole here. There's not meant to be a hole here. In the top view, there's no hole there. But in this side is a hole, and in this side is no hole because I've already set this one correctly. So let me edit this metal flange. So I'll just right click on it, click on edit features, then I'll change it to this one. And yeah, so if you check the top view, that hole is no longer there again. But if you change it again, see, you won't really see it clearly until you accept it. So we'll just click on this one, then I'll show you. That hole is not there again. Now everything looks neat. So now we can then continue with the other edges. So just be clicking and be going. Then dimension it 3.75. 4.375, right? Click on it. We didn't even set it. It's saying material outside, so let's edit it. Just scroll down. Yeah, select it to this one. Yeah. Then we'll turn it to the other side and do the same thing for these other edges. So at this point, I can just stop talking and just do it very quickly. So I'll just select this one, drag it up, click, set it to 4.375. So let me just copy this. I won't be retyping it over and over again. Scroll down, set it to this one, then click here, accept it. Go to Edge Flange again. You have to be doing all of them one after the other. You can do all of them at once, but sometimes you get errors. I already showed you an example of the error that happens. So yeah, it's already set. So just click this. Then I want to click the last edge. Just press F. Click here. I typed F. Click that. And click here, drag up. Then click here, click enter. And it's already set. So just yeah. So we're done. We're done. So what's remaining now is to fill up those spaces I was talking about. So to fill up those spaces. So it's to fill up those spaces. So let's just quickly do that. So we'll first check our diagram, and we see that this hole is 0.69 above the base. So in order for us to fill that space, we'll use the base flange again. Now notice how they say base flange / tab. Tab here is used to fill in those holes that are not meant to be there. And let me just show you how it is. So just click on fill, just click on the base flange / tab. There are two tools in one. SolidWorks will automatically know the one you want to use if you're using it correctly. So I'll just draw a rectangle here. So when I clicked on it, when I click on the base flange / tab, I just have to click on the face where I want to draw. So I clicked on this face. So I can then draw a rectangle here like this. Then I'll dimension that 0.69. 0.69, yeah. So this edge is 0.69. Click enter. And yeah, so now I'm done drawing. So now watch what tab is going to do. Watch what that tool is going to do. So when I click on exit sketch, see, it's giving me the option to accept it. So when I accept it, what will happen? It will fill up those holes. It has filled up those holes. It has filled up those holes. How beautiful is that? Amazing, right? It's amazing. It's actually very beautiful how it could just do something like that. So we've already created these holes that are down here. So we can just do the same thing for the other side also. So you just go to not features. You want to go to that base flange / tab. So we'll just click on this face again. They want to draw a rectangle. So this rectangle is basically helping us to select all the faces we want to draw it on. So I'll just draw it and stop here. Then I'll dimension it. I want the distance from there to there to be what? 0.69. It's like us creating that hole indirectly, if you get what I mean. Then we'll then exit sketch. And it will tell us, do we want it to be like this? And we'll click on accept. And wow, we'll fill those holes. We'll fill it up. It's just like you trying to plaster those holes in the wall. Like the wall is not completely smooth. Like there's a part that is going inside, there's a part that's coming outside. So you just plaster it. That's what tab does. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Beautiful. So let's continue. This is actually getting me hyped. It's getting me hyped. So right now we can test the flatten. So how does it look when it's flattened? So in order to test it out, we'll see come to sheet metals, then we'll click on this flatten here, and voila. You then rotate it and you see it. It has flattened it out, meaning it has opened it. This is why I said you should start with the top view, because whatever you use this base flange for initially, the first thing you use the base flange for will act as your base, and anything that is a wall beside it will flatten out when you use flatten. So you can either exit flatten from here or by just clicking the flatten button again. So as you can see, if you flatten it, open, close, open, close. This is beautiful, guys. This is beautiful. So let's just continue drawing. We're not done. We need to do a lot of things. So let's go back. And there's a lot of things. We still have this slant edge to do. We still have this curve to do. So let us start with the curve first of all. Let us start with this circle instead. So as you can see, they didn't even tell us how high this circle is from the base and where it is in the center. Is it in the center of from here to here? They didn't tell us, so we have to use the drawing I created. So we'll just zoom in to the front view, and that's what you want to do. So let's start with this small circle, because this small circle defines all the circles that are around. It defines the arc here, you can see. So let's just start with it. So the radius of the small circle is 0.31. The diameter is 0.31. And how high is it? It is 1.25 high from the base. And it seems like it is in the center. It's in the center. It's in the center. That's what this line means. It's in the center. So let's go to sketch. You see, we've barely even used any tools in these features at all. We have not used any tools here at all. We have not used them. We've all been using the sheet metal. Very sweet tools. So we'll select the face where we want to draw. And we'll select here. Then we'll just draw out our circle and stop here. Dimension the diameter to 0.31. 0.31. Then how high is it from the base? I think that's 1.25. So we'll just dimension that as 1.25. Wow. Wow. And then we want to make it in the center. So there are two ways you can do it. You can either use the smart dimension, but that's too much calculation. So I'll just select the center of the circle. First of all, let me select the center of this line. Find it here. So this is the center. Then select the, while pressing Control, you select the center of the circle also. Then you make them vertical. Now I've centered it. So right now, the circle is in the right position. What is now remaining for us is to extrude it, extrude cuts to create that hole. So if you look at the 3D drawing, it's actually a hole. It's actually a hole. See it? It's a hole. So it's actually a hole. See it here? It's actually a hole, and it goes all the way through. So let's look at that drawing. See, it goes all the way through that big hole, that small hole. It goes all the way through. See it here? See it here? So let's make it to go all the way through. So now we'll still be using extrude cuts. Extrude cut is not really a tool for anything. It's just a tool used to cut holes in all 3D drawings. You will be using extrude cut. Extrude cut is one of the things you use back to back. There's no any alternative for extrude cuts. So there's an alternative, Sha. You can use Hole Wizard. Well, Hole Wizard is quite complicated in a way. So I've drawn the circle. So now I've already selected extrude cut. So we want to change this to True All. True All. And yeah, it's cutting it all the way through. So I'll just click on Enter. Or I'll just accept it. And yeah, we've created that beautiful. I've created that beautiful. How amazing is that? Okay, let's continue now. So what's remaining for us now is to create these arcs, this other hole, this curved hole, this arc hole, whatever you can call it, and these small holes in the center here. So let us just do these small holes first. Let's do these small holes that are here. Let me show you the small holes in case you can see where my mouse is. This hole, let's create it. This other hole too, let's create it. So it has a radius of what? First of all, we'll check our drawing. It has a radius of, I didn't give it a radius. So let's just assume that the radius is, let's say 0.2 or 0.1. Let's just go with 0.1. Let's see how it look like. So let me know if we should use 0.1. So we'll rotate it to the top and look at the top like this. Then there are two ways you can actually add the hole. Normally, I would have done the hole in the beginning when we were creating the base, but I forgot. But sometimes you might get an error, so you just have to skip it and go to and do it after. So I want to sketch here. So I've already selected where I want to sketch. Then I'll just click on circle and try to get the center of this circle. So the way you get the center, you just hover over the circumference. Then it will then show you the center. See? Once you hover over it, this is center. So you can just start from there. Then draw it out. So 0.1 is actually good. So I'll just do the same thing here. Draw it out. Then let's dimension the two of them to 0.1. I'll be 0.2. Let's do 0.2 instead. 0.2. Then what are we going to use? Extrude cuts. You cannot escape extrude cuts. So extrude cuts, True All. We'll just click on Accept. Beautiful, beautiful. The hole is there. Now let us create this arc, these three arcs. 1, So, and the third one. Okay, guys, before we start drawing that arc, there's something I noticed. This circle, this hole we created earlier, is not actually meant to be in the center. It's not actually meant to be in the center horizontally. It's meant to be somewhere around here. So let's just quickly correct that before we proceed. So first of all, we have to find the extrude cut of where we cut out this hole. And I think that should be extrude cut 1. So when you hover over extrude cut 1, it will make it orange like that. So yeah, it's extrude cut 1. So we'll just right click on it. Then we'll click on edit sketch to move the hole, to edit the circle we drew earlier before we then extrude cut it. So right now the circle is back. So what we can just do is to dimension it. So see it in the diagram. They give us the distance from here to here, and they give us, so if you trace this vertical line here up, they've given us the distance from the outer edge, this outer edge here, to the center, to where that hole is, as 2.15. So we'll just dimension that as 2.51, sorry. And we'll just click here. And we'll then type 2.5. Oh, it's telling us that it's a driven dimension. Oh yeah, I just remembered. When we're creating this circle, we made it we added a relation to it. So let us remove that. So while pressing Ctrl, you select the center of this place back. Then you select here again. Sorry, I'm still in smart dimension, so I'll escape and start again. So I'll select the center of this line again. Then select the center of the circle. Then I want to clear out this vertical relation I added earlier. So I'll just click on it, click on the vertical relation, then press delete. Then click on this green check mark. So right now I've removed it, so it's no longer vertical again. It's no longer fixed there again. So now I can add dimension that 2.51. Yeah, so I'll just put 2.51. And yeah, this is where it's meant to be. So we don't even need to use extrude cut again. All we just need to do is now is to just exit the sketch, and it will just automatically shift that hole to this side, because we shifted the circle we drew before we extrude cut to this side. So we just need to exit the sketch, and voila, the hole has shifted. So now let's go over to where we were. We wanted to draw this arc, the outer arc that is here. So let's go and start doing that now. So we'll use a center point arc to do that. And we want to, instead of to select the face we want to draw on. So I want to start drawing on this face. So I'll select it. And I don't want to start drawing here, because if you see the arc, all the arcs that are here, all these arcs, this one, the other, the one on top, and the one on top of that one too, they all start from the center of this small circle. So let us start from there too. So you click on the center points arc. The center point arc, okay, is activated. Then we don't want to start from here, so we'll go to the center point arc again, click it. Then we'll find the center of this small hole. Then here, this is the center. Then we'll just draw the arc all the way and stop. Okay, we'll draw it all the way here like this. We want the height want it to be vertical. Yeah, this is how we want it to be. The radius should be 3.13. So yeah, we'll just click on this line. Then draw a full circle. You can even use circle to do this. In fact, let us use circle. Let's just use a normal circle. So I'll just click on circle here. Then I'll just draw it from the center of this arc and make sure that this, I'll just draw it anyhow first. Then I'll dimension the radius as 3 points. What was that? 3.13, I think. Okay, let me check. The distance from here to here is what? It's 3.13. Oh, sorry. That was the radius. Is the diameter. The diameter is 3.13 times 2. So let's multiply by 2. So in 3.13 times 2 should be 6.26. And click enter. This is what we want. So now we can then use extrude cut to cut out this side and cut out this side. So we'll go to sheet metal. There's extrude cut in sheet metal. It should be somewhere up here, but I can't click anything up here. Okay, see it here. So I think this should be it. So something is blocking that place, so I can't really see. Okay, it's extrude cut. It's cut extrude. So we can then select contours. to select the one we want to delete. So I'll select this, then also select this. Then we can then rotate it and see. It's not, we want it to go all the way through, so that it also cuts this back, this wall, or this wall that's at the back of it too. So I'll just select through all. It's cutting it through all. So I'll just click on the green check mark to accept that cut. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. This is beautiful. So I'll then look at the front view. What? We cut it from the back. The front view is meant to be here. What? We cut it from the back. We actually cut the stuff from the back. So let's just do that again. So we can just delete this cut extrude we just did. We'll just delete it, then do it again. So I'll just, since you already know the basics, I'll just delete this circle also. Double click on it, and I want to delete this circle. So right now we are drawing at the back. So click here and click on the Z axis again. Try to bring us to the front. And we want to draw that circle. Even this hole too is not here. It's meant to be somewhere around here. So we're drawing everything from the back. That's one issue you can have in SolidWorks. So let's edit this hole again. So that is cut extrude 1. First of all, you exit sketch before you can be able to edit any of your 3D stuff. So I just right click on it. Then I'll not edit feature. If you want to edit feature, you'll be extruding the parts where you were extrude cutting it. But extrude sketch, edit sketch is going to edit the circle or square or line you drew before you then use extrude cuts. So there's a difference. So let us shift it to this side. Since it's still at the back, as you can see, the Z axis is at the back, but currently see you viewing it from the back. How about we just transfer this 2.51 to this other side? So I'll just delete this dimension. So to delete it, just clear this. Now let's delete this dimension. Then I'll dimension it again from here to here as 2.51. And then if you rotate it to the front by clicking on this origin, Z axis is facing us now. So it is shifted to this side. So these are the front view should be. So we can then exit sketch. The hole has been shifted. So now we have to draw that. We have to make that arc again. So right now we're seeing the front view. As you can see, the Z is facing us. See, there's something I want to show you. If you click on this Z again, it will show you the back. But if I click on it again, to show me the front. So the Z here is showing. But if I click it, the Z will not be showing. To be showing like as if it's at the back. It will be showing white like this. So you have to be careful. You have to be very careful. So they're telling us to select where you want to sketch the circle. So I want to sketch it on this face. So I'll just click on it. And I don't want to start drawing it there. So I'll just click on the circle again. Then I'll start from this center and stop here. So there's a way, instead of us dimensioning it, we can just make it straight. Make the radius straight like this. Hey, this is the way it's just clipped. This white stuff that is showing is telling us that it's vertical. That white stuff beside my mouse right now is telling us that it's vertical. So I can just stop here. Why the white line and the circle with a tangent is showing us that this orange line that is showing here is acting as a tangent, and that's how we want it. If you don't really understand it like that, you can just put the circle anyhow, then dimension it as 3.13. So we can just stop there and click on OK to accept the circle. Then want to use extrude cut again, you can use the one in sheet metal or the one in features. I know both of them are the same thing. You see the same extrude cuts. As I said earlier, there's no difference. So we've selected that place. Let's rotate it. It's cutting it through all. So I'll just accept it and just click outside. Then check our front view. And it's looking like the front view here now. Can you see? So what is left now is for us to create. Let's go to the original drawing. To create this slash that is here, this slash that is here. Let me put the draw tool. This slash is to make this triangle, cut it here, and also cut it here. Then it's not remaining for us to draw this inner arc that is here. This one. Yeah, to draw it. So let's do this inner arc first. It also passes all the way through. As you can see from the 3D diagram, it's in the front wall and it's in the back wall. So let's do that. So just the same way we created the circle, we'll use an arc instead now. So we'll go here and check the radius. So the radius of the outer one is what? From the center of the circle is the so from the center of this hole to here is that means it's giving us the radius as 2.85. While the one that's under is 2.65. So let's do that very quickly. We use center point arc for that. Then we'll select the face where you want to draw. Then since I don't want to start drawing from here, you just have to escape and click it again. Then you start from the center here. And since they didn't give us where it starts from, I don't think there's a dimension for that. They didn't give us the distance from here to here. So we'll just put it anyhow. The reason why they were not giving dimensions in this drawing as other drawings you have done is because this is a practice drawing. The person that created this, the person that gave us these assignments, these drawings, expected us to use it as practice. Maybe in your real exam or this thing, they'll give you the dimensions, but these are just practice drawings. So I then created my own drawing with dimensions, so we'll be able to work with like real life something here. So I'll just go back to SolidWorks. Then I'll then draw out the arc starting from, let's say, somewhere. Or did they give us an angle? They did not. Let me check here. They did not also. Okay, they did give us. Okay, yeah, I did add an angle. So we have to draw a line here and another line here. So the angle is what? 43.20 degrees. So let's start by drawing that line first. So we use center line because we want to use it as a construct. We don't want it to be part of our drawing because it's just a construction line. So I'll just extend it all the way here. And I also want a center line. So you can use normal line also. You can just delete it later. But just to specify and tell SolidWorks what we're using it for, make sure that this line is straight or this one is straight. Just to tell SolidWorks that this line we just drew now is a construction line. So we'll just click here and to change it to center line for us. So now what is now remaining for us to do now is to dimension that angle. From here to here is what? 43.2 degrees. Then now we'll then go to center point arc again. Then we'll start from that same center. Then start the arc from here. And then draw all the way here. They didn't give us a stopping point, so we'll just stop somewhere here. So the radius of this one should be 2.85. To be 2.85. We'll then do the second one. Let's start from the center. Then stop somewhere on this line. Then draw it out like this. And make sure you stop at a point that is horizontal to. It's not really showing us anything. So we'll just stop here. Then we'll dimension this one as well as 2.65, right? 2.65. Let's confirm those radius. Okay, 2.85 and 2.65. Yeah, correct. So now let us extend this one a bit. So I'll just click on escape because I was seeing smart dimension. Then I'll just extend it like this and stop. See that vertical, see this dotted line that's showing? It's showing us that these points, the end point of these two lines are horizontal. So I'll just leave it there. Beautiful. So now what now remains for us is to now connect it like this. Connect it. Connect these two lines we drew like this. See it there. Connect them like that. So the one we use now is tangent arc. Tangent arc is the best to use for this. So we'll just click here. Then we'll click here. Chicken out. Then we'll do the same thing here. We'll do the same thing here. Chicken out. Now it has already filled this whole place. So definitely is a closed shape. So what we can now do now is to extrude that out. Since we're done dimensioning it. So use extrude cuts. Because it's a hole. And it's automatically set to true all because that's what we use last. In the other extrudes. Now it's going all the way through. So just click on OK to accept it. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So, the last thing to do is to create those cuts that are on the rectangle. The last thing to do is to create those cuts that are on the rectangle. So we'll look at the front view. You can see it's almost complete. Just meant to cut out this part of the rectangle, cut out this part, cut out this part. And we also do the same thing for the back also. So if you look at the back of the front view, I see. There are even more things that are remaining. So if you check the flattened out diagram, there's this one here. So let us even look at how it looks like when it's flattened. So this is how it looks like when it's flattened out. So look at the top view to see it very well. You see, here is actually meant to be a wide hole. A wide hole according to the diagram. It's meant to be a wide hole. See, it is a wide hole, not just two holes like this. It's meant to be a wide hole. So let us do that one now before we then add those cuts. Right? Let's do that one now. So close the flatten back. Then we'll look at our front view. And that should be at the back of the drawing. It should be at the back. It should be at the back. So this is the front wall. This one is the back wall. So it should be at the back. So we just click on this Z axis again to turn the back. Now we're looking at the back now. Then we'll just draw a rectangle. But let us click on sketch now to select the face where we want to sketch. So we won't have to be selecting rectangle twice. Then all we just need to do, we can use a line, we can use a rectangle, but let us use line. We'll just trace out from here to here. Then we can also trace out from here to here. Then also trace out up here. Then also trace out up here. You can use a rectangle to do this. So now let us rotate. This is what we want. So now let us use a extrude cut now. There's no need to dimension anything because we have already used we have started from here to here and there to there. So there's no need for dimensioning. It's already symmetrical, just the way we drew it. Then we use extrude cuts. And this time we don't want it to be set to true all. We don't want it to be set to true all. We just want to extrude cuts out only this for this wall alone. So we'll just set a thickness that goes almost all the way through. Let's just say halfway through. So I'll just say 2. 2 is even too big. It goes all the way through. So let's say 1. 1 also goes all the way through. So let's say 0.5. Stop somewhere there. So let's just click on OK. I'm seeing. We're not even done. We didn't cut it very well. See, there's this part that is left out on top. So we should have stopped somewhere here. So let's edit that extrude cut instead of starting again. We'll just edit the sketch. Then we'll delete this line. Then we'll delete this one. So let us even delete the whole. Let's delete the whole. I've gone back again. So let us delete the whole rectangle itself. Just delete it. Then we'll use normal rectangle. Start from here. Then stop. Not on this line. No. We'll stop at this down edge. Let me zoom in. So that you guys will see it well. So I'll zoom in like this. So I'll just delete this rectangle. Or let us continue. Let's use line again. So I'll select from here to here, the edge. Here. Stop there. Then continue again. And I'll stop here. Then stop here. Then stop here. Beautiful. So now we can just cut that out. And that should not leave any traces or any parts. So we just click on OK to accept the line. I don't even think there's no need to. What we just need to do is just to click on exit sketch and to cut it out for us. Beautiful. Can you see? Yes, it cut out everything. It didn't leave out that part that was remaining. So yeah. Now let's continue. Let's continue. Let's go. Wow, using a lot of time. So what's now remaining for us now is to create those cuts down the triangle. So there's a special tool we can use to do that. So this is a special tool. This is actually my first time using it, because if you check the drawing I created, I didn't even add it to it. So this is actually going to be my first time using it. So it's called corner. So we'll just click on corner, then we'll click on this break corner. So let's do some trial and errors, because this is my first time using it. So let's bring the drawing closer. So let's start with this one first. So we want to add breaks to here. Okay. And we want to also add breaks to here. And what's the length of that break? Right now it's too much. So let me change it to maybe 0.1. Yeah, 0.1 should go, or 0.15. Yeah, let's go with 0.15. Then we'll just click, because I didn't add dimensions for it. That's why I'm just guessing. There's no dimensions. And because this is a practice problem, it's not really an official drawing. That's why they didn't fill it up with dimensions. Aha! So it actually worked. It worked. But this thing is too much. So just as usual, let's edit feature. So you don't have the option to edit sketch, because you didn't sketch any rectangle, triangle, or line or circle on it. So it's only edit feature you have to use. So you can edit the feature. So right now I can just select other edges while I'm here now. I can just select other edges. Select here. So you select it. Let me zoom in so that you see the edges. First of all, let me rotate the drawing and put the back. I'll select the one for the back too. Let me turn it to the back. Yeah. And here I want to zoom in. So I'll just escape. So see the edge. See the edge I want to select now. Select this edge. You select that edge. And for the other side, let's go out. Just select this edge. Aha. So we're done. I've selected all the corners, and I said we wanted to reduce the cuts to 0.1. So let's accept it. And we are done. We are done. So thank you guys for watching. Before we go, let's just quickly check everything. So I'll reduce this. Let me take this SolidWorks to the right hand side of the screen. It's not going. It doesn't want to stay there. So let me just kind of move it. Let me see. It's there I want the SolidWorks to be. And here for the drawing. So let me adjust it again. So yeah, I've sided all of them. So right now, let me zoom out. Right now, the front view is correct. So let me reload. Right now, we've gotten the front view. Let's look at the top view. Does it look the same? Yeah, we've gotten the top view. Don't mind this stuff that is not covering it. That's how it's meant to be. So let us change it to show hidden lines. Yeah, this is meant to be. Let's look at the side view then. These are the side views meant to be. So you can then check out this also, the flattened drawing. So to check that out, you just come here and click on flatten. And then we can then look at the top view to look at how it looks like when it's flattened out. So I'll just change this back to a full shape. Yes, so we've gotten it. The hole is there. This one is wide. The two holes are there. Everything is complete. Everything is complete, brothers and sisters. So just to end this video, let me just show you. If you want to make it black like that, some of you guys that are here, your SolidWorks might not accommodate this feature I'm about to show you. SolidWorks basically just installs the basic stuffs for you and leave the rest. So let's make it black like that. I think they used a kind of metal. So let's check this metal. We're adding an appearance right now. So I think, which metal did they use? I've forgotten. I've forgotten the metal they used. But let's check. I think it should be steel. So under steel, we have a lot of metals we could use. But let's check. It's not brass, it's not iron, it's not tungsten. Let's just put anyone for now. So let me just put gold. Yeah, put gold, click on enter. And voila, we have our golden bracket. Our golden bracket trainer. So you can try out plastic, you can try out the rest. If your SolidWorks does not have it, I don't really think it's a necessity though, but you can just play around with it. If your SolidWorks does not have it and you want it, you can just go and search online how to install it, because I think it's a plugin. My own already came with it. Like mine already came with all this stuff, so there was no need for me to start adding it again. So thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one. Make sure to click the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment if you have any issues or problems or suggestions. Thank you.